Are you inspired or are you motivated? And what's the difference? I'm Brianna Bowley, your personal freedom coach, and I went and hit up a boot camp yesterday for the first time in a really long time, and I was running up some pretty daunting stairs, and I caught myself noticing how much my ability to push myself beyond physical discomfort had dwindled from what it once used to be. So coming from a martial arts background, a bodybuilding background, once upon a time my capacity to stretch myself beyond physical comfort was exponential. You tell me to do something and I do it, regardless of whether that means I vomit on my way through it or I can't walk or whatever it may be, right? I get the thing. I once got the thing done. And checking in with myself, I was wondering why that's not something that's available to me anymore. And what it comes down to is that the old me was motivated by external. The old me was motivated by the need to prove myself, the need to be in competition, the need to be validated and recognized and seen as, someone who was enough. And the new me, and this is both the blessing and the curse, doesn't require that anymore. The new me knows that regardless of how I show up physically, regardless of my physical capabilities, I'm more than enough. And so my question to you is, what drives you? Is it a external force? Is it what other people may think, and therefore is it motivation? Is it driven from not enoughness? Is it driven from desperation? Or is it something deeper than that? Is it something internal? Is it something that's calling you into a higher version of self? Is it something that is intrinsic and spontaneous and doesn't need to be forced or pushed or coerced in any way externally? And therefore, is it inspiration? Because there's a huge difference between inspiration and motivation. Motivation is external and requires reminders and repetition and force and an external reward. When inspiration comes from deep within, it comes from a place of fulfillment. It comes from a place of spontaneity. It comes from a place of seeing possibility. And so I want to encourage you to take a look at why you do what you do, and to choose to come from a place of enoughness as opposed to not enoughness. Because when you can find a driving force so strong that comes from a place of more than enoughness, you become unstoppable. When you are driven towards pleasure as opposed to being driven away from pain, then anything is possible. So if this lands for you, if you know you're someone who is just trying to fill an external void, who is relying on external motivation, who is coming from a place of desperation and not enoughness in whatever it is you do, whether that be physical training, whether that be relationship, whether that be career, whether that be, a quest to make more money, whatever it may be, if this is speaking to you, I encourage you to hit me up, because my program Revolutionized touches on exactly these topics, having you get so connected with your internal, your intrinsic motivation, your purpose, your telos, and then you become unstoppable. So I'm Brianna Bowley, your personal freedom coach, and until next time, what else is possible?